y'all, it's Mo to the. I'm back again. So this segment of my channel is going to be story time with Mo. So I'm going to be giving you some stories that have happened to me, whether I was a kid, a teenager, or even as an adult. So the first story that I'm going to tell you today, I am currently a substitute teacher for a public school system here in Milwaukee. And with that being said, I have stories for days. Okay. So, the first story I'm going to tell you is about my first day as a substitute teacher with Milwaukee Public Schools. Wait a minute. I shouldn't say Milwaukee Public Schools because that's kind of like defamation of character. I'm going to tell you about my first day at work as a substitute teacher. So, hold on to your bootstraps. All right. So, it is April 17th, 2018. No, it's April 17th, 2017. I became a substitute teacher. So my first day, now mind you, I will say this, teaching was not what I went to school for. I was a communication major concentrating in broadcast media. So that's a very broad range of things. However, my goal and my dream, if you ask me what my dream job was, is to be an actress. And even if acting did not work out, anything dealing with technology, whether it be radio or television, producing, directing, anything in that nature is what I really core at my heart wanted to do. Life just kind of had a way of kind of intervening with that. So even with just doing a YouTube channel, this is kind of me going in that direction. Okay. So, but until then, I got to eat, I got bills, I got student loans, all that good stuff. So I became a substitute teacher. So with being a substitute teacher, my first day, I can honestly say I had no idea what the hell I was walking into. Okay? So my first day, I will not say the school because I don't want nobody trying to sue me for defamation of character because I ain't got nobody's coins for none of that shit. Okay? So I was covering a sixth grade class. So the school that I was working at was a K through 8 school. So basically, for those who don't know what K through 8 schools are, it means the school basically is integrated with elementary and middle school. So it goes literally from everywhere from early start all the way up to the 8th grade. And my first day, I had 6th grade. So in my mind, I was so out of touch that I think I really had it in my mind that school was how school was when I was in school. No, no, absolutely not. No, it's not. I'll be the first to tell you it's not. Okay. So I'm all dressed up, professional. I got on slacks. I got on a nice button up shirt. I got on flats. I got my hair pulled back. I got my lunch box. I got my bag. I got extra pencils and paper. I'm ready. I'm ready to go in and instruct whatever lesson plans the teacher have left for me to instruct and do. And mind you, I signed up. This was a week-long position. So I will be with these particular students for an entire week. And I was really prepared. And just to pause and reiterate, I was going through the hardest time with having employment when I moved back to my hometown in Milwaukee. So with having such a hard time, finally kind of getting in a position that was basically kind of like semi-permanent, I was just really happy and I was ecstatic, and I went into it with a very open mind, even after, hearing stories about how things have changed. Like I said, I was completely out of touch with really how schools have changed. So I went into it with a very open mind. I was excited. I had a smile on my face. Little did I know. Little did I know. So I go in, I go to the cafeteria, and mind you, I had to be there at 7:30. So first day, I'm probably there roughly about 7:15 just to go in, get the keys, go to the office, kind of feel my way around the building and just get acclimated and so that I could be prepared best way possible for the students. So in the morning, they have all the students go to the gym. So when I go to the gym, I have to seek out where the classroom is that I'll be covering for the week. So finally, I had one of the paraprofessionals, which is like an assistant to a teacher, and they have other duties throughout the building. I have them show me where my classroom is. So when I get to the table, the kids is straight sizing my ass up. I'm talking about they got that look on their face like, who the fuck is this? And what's she about to do? Like, mind y'all, I'm barely 5'2". I'm 5'2" on a good day, okay? I'm short, I'm little, chubby, all kind. Like, they was sizing my ass up like, oh, we about to chew her up and spit her out. But I didn't let them see it on my face. But in my head, I could see that that's their ass was thinking, okay? So, the principal comes. The principal is a nice, strong black man. He come in, he give them words of encouragement and affirmations every day. He sends them off with the most positive energy that he can. He's coming in, he's setting the tone for the day. They ain't trying to hear none of that shit. It was straight cracking as soon as his ass was done talking. I instruct them they had a whole system on how they get up. So when it was time for my classroom that I was covering to get up, out the gate, you gotta go in and you have to have assertiveness. You don't gotta be rude. You don't have to be mean, but you have to have assertiveness so that they understand that they have to respect you. You set that tone. You respect me, I respect you. What is gonna be reciprocated. So I'm telling them to get in line. These motherfuckers is walking like I ain't saying nothing to them. I said, all right. I said it probably about 3-4 times. Okay. When we get to the classroom, I'm going to have to set the expectation of what I expect out of them. Y'all, you would have thought I was a fucking CEO. Because, y'all, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I'm sick. We walk into the classroom. First of all, I got half the class upstairs. I got half the class stopping to get water. I got half the class still in the gym. It was I could just see that I was gonna have to really stand 10 toes down. Okay. We get to the classroom. What I noticed, like I said, I'm out of touch. They don't have breakfast in the gym anymore. Breakfast is in the classroom. Completely new to me. The entire time I was in school, breakfast was always in the gym. And if you didn't get there early enough at a certain time, you didn't eat breakfast. Okay? So we get in the classroom. There's a whole system with the breakfast. You got to get the folder. You got to mark who got a breakfast. You got to mark who didn't get a breakfast. They can't just take a fruit. They got to take a cereal and a fruit, or a fruit and a milk and some cheese. It's a whole ass system that, to be honest, in my opinion, wastes entirely too much time in the morning. I personally feel like the school should just have a set number of breakfasts that they get. And if you get there to get it, you get it. And if you don't, I'm sorry, you got to wait till lunchtime. And I understand the whole notion of not wanting kids to be at school hungry. But honestly, the breakfast is a bunch of bullshit because it's nothing but sugar. It's fattening as hell. And you're giving kids sugar at 7:30 in the morning and then expect for them to be able to sit and learn. And I do understand that there are some kids who need that because there are some kids who don't get anything to eat in the morning. I understand. But at least if we're going to feed them, it needs to be the most nutritional thing possible. Maybe they should just stick to maybe doing like, granola bars or like yogurt with granola in it and just strictly apple juice, milk, or orange juice. The cereal with all this sugar, this high fructose corn syrup, these fruit cups that's just sitting in sugar and syrup, it does nothing. It really has no nutritional value. So they already coming in geeked. That's why they coming in live. Then you're going to give them sugar and then expect for them to be able to come down to learn. So little did I know I wasn't going to be able to teach shit. When I say teach nothing, I mean teach nothing. Nothing. So they come in, they putting their book bags up. I got my name wrote on the board. I'm standing up in front of the class. I'm ready to go. They come in, they get their breakfast. Bullshit y'all not. People are kicking off their shoes. Motherfuckers is moving their desks. People sitting on top of their desks. I got people throwing crackers and graham crackers and shit across the room. You want your cereal? You want your cheese? You want your crackers? Hey, give me a milk. Throw me a milk. Where the fuck all the juices at? Like, who took all the juices? Like, it's literally as if there's not an adult in the room. So instantly, I try not to raise my voice because if you start off like that, it kind of loses meaning. So they sitting down, they eating. Good morning. My name is Miss Hill. I'll be your substitute for the week. You know, I'm giving them the whole spiel, whole rundown. Mind you, the teacher didn't leave any lesson plans. From my understanding, from what the pair had told me, the teacher basically just hadn't been there. Just straight, just not there. Just not there. No lesson plans, no nothing. And then they can't keep a sub because they so live, they so turned. Okay. Y'all, let's just say the day didn't get any better. I'm talking about I got fights, people running in and out of the classroom. It was just, it was a lot. It just, it was a lot. Okay? It was a lot. And it was a lot to the point where, as a product of public school systems, it just really made me wonder where did we go wrong as a unit? Like, as a unit, you know. Where do we go, where we go wrong at? Because when I tell y'all, I don't think nobody wrote their name on a piece of paper that day. That's how ignorant it was. And the day was just like none other than tragic. And I was really scarred. I am what you probably would have called a damn teacher's pet. Literally, because I love school. I cried if I can't go to school. Seriously, that's just how much I love school. I loved my educators. I loved all the programs that I was involved in. School was the shit when I was in school. So in my mind, I'm just like, where did we go wrong at? And one of the things that we went wrong at, there is no funding for anything anymore. Okay. So my first day was so bad that it made me sick. It physically made my body sick. And it made me so sick that when I left, when I went home, I didn't even eat. I took 2 Tylenol PMs. I took a shower and I took my ass to sleep. Mind you, I get off at 3:30. I get off at 3:30. I'm not bullshitting y'all. They made me sick. I wish my mother was still alive because it really takes for her to tell y'all. She asked me, when I came home, my mother's the kind of person, even when we were little, she made it a habit of asking us, how was your day? Did you have a good day today? If you say no, well, what did you do today? If you say yes, if you say no, it's what happened? Like, why did you have a rough day? If you say good, really, that's good. What did you learn today? What was your favorite part about today? My mother always made it her purpose to build a rapport and let us know that how we feel and what we go through was important. So nothing changed as an adult. So my mother asked me, she said, well, how was your first day? I literally told her, I don't want to talk about it. And she like, you all right? And I'm just like, no. I'm like, I'm sick. Literally, I came home and I just felt like they had jumped me and like whooped my ass. That's how I felt. Like I had felt like they had mentally whooped my ass. Literally. Like I just came home. I don't even think I ate my lunch. Like it was y'all, the day was, I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe it. I'm serious. I couldn't believe it. So when I woke up the next morning, I think I would say that I didn't feel good. And, but I would say anxiety is not something that I like to claim because there are people who really deal with like the pressures of anxiety and stuff every single day. But I would think the anxiety of knowing what I was getting ready to walk into that Tuesday, I couldn't mentally bring myself to go to work. So what I did was on my second day of my new job, I called in. I politely called and I said, hello, this is Monique Hill. I'm supposed to report there today. I was there yesterday. However, I am not feeling well. So I will be back tomorrow. I bullshit y'all not. These students are so goddamn bad that the lady, when I went back that Wednesday, because I'm not a quitter, but Tuesday I needed to recharge and get my mind right so that I could go back. Cause my thing is that y'all are kids, y'all not gonna stop my money, and y'all are not gonna defeat me. But Monday, y'all got it. I take that L. Y'all got it. So that Wednesday when I went back, the secretary and some of the other assistants in the office and like some of the security guards literally had placed bets with each other that I wouldn't come back. When I walked into the office, the secretary said, "I told your ass you owe me lunch. I told you she was coming back." I said, "Excuse me?" They like, "Yeah, girl, they thought you weren't coming back because we can't keep nobody because that classroom is out of control." I'm dead ass serious. They literally had a bet that I was not coming back. So Wednesday when I came back, I came in again. I was the kind of substitute teacher, whether I take short term or long term assignments. Whatever happened yesterday, it happened yesterday. We're gonna leave it at yesterday. Today is a new day. Let's start fresh. So I went in Wednesday. We starting over again. Good morning. But even when I went back Wednesday, they sizing me up again. Like it's one of them things. Like damn, this bitch really came back. Like that's how they was sizing me up. And at this point, now I got that look in my eye. Like yeah, I'm back. What's popping? What's tea? Hello. Good morning. You ready to learn? Cause Monday that wasn't the case. And then I heard that they had clown Tuesday on the pair. The pair actually wound up covering the class. She talking about some she got her shit and walked out and they acting the fool like it just a mess. So I go back on Wednesday and absolutely nothing changed. Nothing changed. It was the same BS, honestly. And so at that point, as a substitute, you get to a point where you make the decision, am I going to allow this to overpower me and my mental stability, or am I just going to be here? I'm going to show up. I'm going to attempt to teach the ones who actually do want to learn and just keep it pushing. Because I had to start to look at it as this is not the final destination for you. You're literally just passing through. And if you can reach one or two or three or 10, just attempt to do that and keep it pushing. So it literally had got to the point where I would just come in, I say my spiel, I hand out work. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. I can't make you do it. And I can't when I was sick that Monday, I couldn't allow that to happen again. So let's just say it was a week assignment. By Friday, more than half the class was fucking suspended. That's how ignorant it had got. It was so bad. We had a visit from the big boys, the big folks. When the big folks come to the building and the kids act as if they don't see them, that's a problem. And that just means at this point, your principal doesn't tolerate it. Your educators don't tolerate. No adults in the building is tolerating this. But when it comes to certain things, our hands are tied. Literally by Friday, more than half the class was suspended. I'm not bullshitting with y'all. It was that crazy. It was that ignorant. We literally had a fire drill maybe that Thursday. When we got outside, I probably had 3 of my students. I had no fucking idea where nobody was because they took the fire drill as a time to run amok in the palace, as Mama D from Love and Hip Hop would say. Run amok. I had no idea where nobody was. I had 3 students. 3. So that means that if this bitch was on fire and I really had to account for my students, I probably would have been fired that day because I had no idea where nobody was. Because as soon as the fire alarm went off, everybody besides those 3 students ran out the room. I'm talking about full speed. You would have thought somebody threw a fucking grenade in there. That's how fast they ran. And then even when we came back into the building, they took their mere time coming back. So I'm literally just missing kids, and this damn building could have possibly went up in flames and fell to ashes. Yep, by Friday, more than half the class was suspended. And not because I wrote them up. The principal just was just over it. But they were trying to refrain from doing that, which is understandable. Because me suspending you and you being at home does nothing for you. But then at the same time, if you're going to be here and not help create a conducive environment so that you as well as your peers can learn, then again, what's the point? And where does that leave us as educators? As a substitute teacher, you get to pick and choose where you go. I've never been back to that school again in my life, and I absolutely never plan to go back. And if there was ever a time that that was the only school available, I would not go at all. Listen, I got stories for y'all. I got some stories for y'all. So definitely always stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you know whenever I upload another video. That's my story as my first day as a substitute teacher. But please believe, I've been a substitute teacher for 3 years. I definitely have more. So again, make sure you turn your notifications on. I'll holla at y'all. Mo to the. I'm out.